Hello everyone, my name's Paul, Board Game Nut. Welcome back to my tabletop gaming channel. Today I'm going to be having a quick look at Splendor. Really cool Euro style sort of set collecting, engine building type game. It's a game designed by Mark Andre and published by Space Cowboys. It's really cool, 2 to 4 player game, although I found a 5 player variant, which I will be explaining as well. So if you're new to my channel, just having a look, I intend to do 2 videos, one which is a review of the game and one which is a how-to, so how to play the game, like a rules breakdown. But today with Splendor, folks, it's quite a simple game to explain anyway. I thought I'd just do it all in one hit. So I'm going to do my review, rules breakdowns, how to play, everything like that, all in one video. So yeah, this is Splendor. What I'll do is have a quick look at the components. I'll do a rules breakdown, including the 5 player variant, and then I'll do a summary at the end. So, Splendor. Cool, so here's the components of Splendor. You've got this rule book here, which is literally that. Really nice, really concise, really clear rule book. Yeah, I mean, you wouldn't have any trouble, you know, you could read this in 10 minutes, you know how to play the game, but really nice rule book. You've got these noble tokens, a card, quite heavy stock, quite nice. Then you've got these 3 decks of cards, so you've got like your level 1s, really nice colour, really, they're quite nice for shuffling. And the best part about Splendor are these tokens here, which are poker chip styly type tokens. I think they're made out of clay plasticky type things. I think it's more clay. They feel very weighty, you know, they feel very good, very aesthetically pleasing. So yeah, that's the components, but these really make the game. I think, you know, if you just had little cardboard tokens or plasticky gems, it wouldn't have been the same. So that's the components, really nice, really good quality components. Bear with me a sec, I'm just going to set the game up for rules explanations. Okay, so this is Splendor, set up for 4 players. To set up the game, shuffle these decks of cards, reveal 4 of them, put all the gems out. This is the 4 player game or 5 player variant, so we use all the gems. In a 3 player game, you'd remove 2 tokens of each gem colour except the gold. In a 2 player game, you'd remove 3 tokens of each colour except the gold. And these nobles is literally number of players plus 1. So in a 4 player game, we've got 5. Say if we're playing 2 player, we'd only have 3 of those nobles. 3 player, there'd be 4. 4 player, there's 5. And playing the 5 player variant, just add in an extra noble, so there's 6. So that's how you set the game up, really quick, really simple. On your turn, you're doing one of 4 possible actions. So you're either buying a development card, or you're collecting gems, or you're reserving cards. With the gems, I can take 3 gems of different colours. So I can take, say I wanted to take the red, black and white. Red, black and white. That would be my turn. I take a red, black and a white gem. I then stick them in my little play area, so that people could see that they're mine. I'll just stick them over there for now. Or I could take 2 gems of the same colour as long as there's 4 or more. So in a 2 player game, when the stacks are only 4 gems, that becomes quite hard to do. But, you know, I could, for instance, take 2 blue. So that's 2 of the possible actions, which is taking gems, collecting the gems, and then one of my other actions is to buy a card. So I could quite simply say this card here, it costs 1 white gem, 1 blue, 1 red, 1 black. I buy that on my turn, returning my red, white, blue and black. I'd return them to the stock, and then this card would come out into play, and then you reveal a new card. And the other possible action is to reserve a card. So to reserve a card, I'll say, oh, I'm gonna reserve this one. So I take this card on my turn. I take a gold gem. I take the gold gem. Reveal a new card, obviously. That then comes into my play area face down, and I've got a gold gem, which is wild, and the gold can be used for any colour gem I want. So there are your 4 possible actions. When you're building a card, so say when I've paid for these gems here, when I reserve the card, if I'd reserved this, instead of building a card on there, I'd go, I'm going to build this turn. So I reveal it, I've got the gems I need, and I put them back. And I've built this one from my hand. You can only have 3 reserved cards. Not to say that you can have as many gold tokens as you want, but you can only have 3 reserved cards. So that's kind of really simple. The gems, you notice the development cards, they've got a gem on them. That gives me a discount on future cards. So say if I had these 2 in play, which is a green and a blue, if I had these in play in my play area, and I went to build this, because I've got a green and a blue in my play area, I'd only have to pay 1 white gem, 1 blue gem, 1 red gem, because these ones are in my play area. So these cards give you a discount, development cards, on future cards. Also, one more thing to be aware of is on your turn, when you build a development card, if you meet the criteria for one of the nobles, so say if I had 3 green cards in play, 3 blue and 3 white, when I built that card, say if I built my 3rd green and I already had 3 blue and 3 white in play, then this noble would visit me, and that would give me 3 additional points. So you're playing to win 15 victory points. If you notice some of the cards, so we look like this one, it's worth 2 victory points, the noble's worth 3. And you're playing to 15 victory points, but it's equal number of turns. So always remember who the first player is. And if they get 15 victory points, everyone else has got 1 more turn. Try and get more victory points than that person who finished. So that's kind of it, really. It is a really quick, really simple game. With the 5 player, one more rule to be aware of is you can never have more than 10 gems in your reserve. So at the moment I've got 6. What you can do, you can draw more than 10, but at the end of your turn you have to discard back down to 10 gems. In the 5 player variant, you can only keep 8 gems. So that's the big key to it. So in the 5 player variant, you stick an extra noble in, but you can only keep 8 gems instead of 10. And that's it, really. That's how you play Splendor. Let's do my summary. Okay, so now you've had a quick look at all the components, you've learnt how to play the game. Just my final thoughts, really. Just one rule to remember is out of the 4 possible actions, whether you're taking 3 gems of different colours or 2 of the same, or buying a development card or reserving a development card, out of the 4 actions, we can only do 1 per turn. So that's it, really. That's Splendor. What do I think of the game? I think it's awesome. It's really quick, really easy to teach. Although the game seems really simple, doesn't seem like there's a lot going on, there's actually very different strategies you can try. So some people go for loads of these like level 1 cards, get an engine going, start getting loads of cards for free. Some people just go straight in, they reserve one of these really expensive cards, and then they just work their way to getting that. So there are different strategies. For a game that doesn't actually seem like there's a lot going on, it is really kind of really strategic, really good. But I think it's a really good gateway game as well. You know, anyone can play it. You know, I go to my local board game club. When anyone goes Splendor, everyone's playing Splendor. You know, my game's got played quite a lot. The box is annihilated now. Elastic band holding it together. It's been played loads with my sort of hardcore gaming group, you know, who I play Twilight with and all the big sort of 4X games and big strategy stuff, to the people, you know, at my board game club who are, you know, Catan, Ticket to Ride kind of people who are, you know, getting into the hobby. So Splendor, fantastic, superb game, really good quality production. Like these make this game. I think if this just had cardboard tokens of these, it just wouldn't feel the same. So they've done a really good job of putting these poker chips in. Production quality is awesome. Yeah, so that's Splendor. It's an amazing game. Pick it up. It's good for the family. It's good for the hardcore gamers. You know, the hardcore gamers, we see it as a light sort of filler, end to the night sort of game. But yeah, no, definitely a game that I would recommend anyone getting, really. So that's Splendor by Space Cowboys. Check it out. Hope you enjoyed my video. Thanks for tuning in. I've been the Board Game Nut.